Mathematicians!
That's me!
I hope that's you. Guys, hi! This is really good to see you. We are right now going to get ourselves back into those word problems. I know. They can be kind of challenging. Some of you are just like right on it, so don't give up on it. A lot of times when we read those word problems, we just have to stop and think, what do we need to be doing in that problem? And so we'll talk about that even more today. But let's just get a little bit of a revisit. We're going to talk about, how many of you noticed this already? Did you notice it? Yeah. We've got our add-in, and we know when we use the operation of addition, we have the add-in, and that's when we find our total. Very good. This was a big connection we want to be making because then it tells us where these numbers would live in a math mountain. So when we understand what their jobs are, it really does help us with that next step of how do I solve a word problem? How about if I flip it over? Yep. How many of you are like going, wait a minute, now it's the total? Total, right? The operation is subtraction. So we've got that total. We're taking one of those add-ins, removing it, and we're finding the unknown add-in. And then, friends, we know where they live, in the math mountain. This is good. I'm really glad for you. Can you guys give me a math monster? Math monster! Math monster! One more math monster! I do think I like the last one the best. Thanks a lot. So guys, it's good. I'm going to give you a quick peek up here on the board. Do you think you know the next two numbers? This is just a good little warm-up. 315, thank you. 325, 335. What would be those next two numbers? If you're yelling them out, I'm really glad. If you put them on your board, that's even better. What would be those next two numbers? I can tell that my hundreds are not changing. Yep, I notice my tens place is. It's going up by a 10. Very good, another 10. So this would be, I know, I can hear you. 300, right. 345, add another 10, excellent. 355. If you're somebody that's pretty good at this, we got 355. Right. Friends, on your whiteboard, I would like you right now, do y'all have your whiteboard? Can you make me an expanded notation of 355? Can you show it to me also as a visual? So an expanded notation and also the visual of it. Let's see if you can do that. We haven't done that for a while. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to put that on your board. I'll be doing the same on my big board. So we have 355. What does that look like in expanded notation? And what does that look like as a visual? 355. I'm hoping a lot of you are getting this. I can put my visual up. While you're doing it, I hope you have 3 large squares for your 100s. Excellent. I'm hoping I'm going to be seeing 5 10s. Because we know that there'd be 50. 5 of your 10s, right? And then I hope we also have our 5 1s. So I'm sure you guys might be ahead of me since I'm using these. We got our 5 1s. So I have a visual. Did you also do your expanded? Excellent. 300. Very good. Plus 50 plus 5 equals, yes, 355. Friends, could have I written it as 5 plus 300 plus 50? Could I write it like that if I want to? Oh, you betcha I can. It doesn't matter. Can I put the equal sign over here if I want to? Absolutely. It's like the equal sign means same as. This side is the same as that side. So we've got our equal. Friends, let's go now into our real time. You're going to need your whiteboard, and I want you to remember when you're using your whiteboard, a great thing is to remember the grid on the back. The grid on the back is helpful for you to line your numbers up. So if you're looking at a way to help you with your subtraction and help you with your addition, this is a great grid form. So friends, get out your whiteboards and let's get ourselves into our first story problem. And our first story problem goes as follows. Remember, we want to look at the situation and then we want to think of the solution. I'll leave it up here and you can read it. So we have a situation equation, or we have an idea of this is a situation and then how we're going to solve it. I'll read it with you. And again, when it comes to reading a word problem, please ask someone to read it with you if it's a bit of a challenge. A mathematician is someone who knows how to work with numbers. Remember that. So if the reading's a little bit challenging, that's all right. Have someone read it with you because your math abilities are very different. I have a lot of mathematicians out there. Here we go, my friends. On Saturday, 492 people went to the zoo. On Sunday, 308 went to the zoo. How many people went to the zoo on Sunday and Saturday? What is this problem asking us? Yeah, it's talking about the zoo, and it seems to want to know is how many people went. How many people went not just to the zoo on Sunday, but how many went on Sunday and Saturday? So looking at this, we know some information, right? Right. You guys are going, Mrs. Seitz, I see it. So we know Saturday was 492. Sunday was 308. Those are important things. This is telling us what's the situation then. I hope you guys are telling me, yep, 492 plus 308. If I do that, I've got my Saturday people and I've got my Sunday people. Very good. And I'm looking for a total of those 2 days. Right. And that's what I'm looking for. So in this situation equation is pretty much close to our solution, isn't it? So friends, on your board, do you think you can solve